Alright guys, welcome back. Survival Living here. So we got a new pipeline, possible sabotage, and also telecommunication. Now this is in the Baltic Sea. This supplies oil to and from Estonia and Finland. Now there's a lot of speculation going around right now, and investigations are still going into this. A lot of fingers are getting pointed towards Russia. Hasn't been proven, but as you guys remember, the Nord Stream, everything was pointed that way, then it got pointed back at the US. Yeah, we just never know anything. And on the Nord Stream, by the way guys, they did find actually explosive residue and stuff like that. So yeah, it wasn't an accident. Now with this guys, should be some photos and pop-ups there for you. NATO is weighing in on this because Finland, if you guys remember, was accepted into NATO. Yeah. And Russia was not very happy about it. So the narrative on possibly Russia doing this is really taking hold, especially here on social media. The news is kind of standoffish a little bit about it, but I foresee it being pushed that it was Russia. Now, was it Russia? I don't know. All right. I live in Florida. I'm a redneck. All right. So I'm not privy to certain information. What I can do is pop up some graphs and stuff for you guys. They actually did monitor an explosion. Yeah. And these guys know what an earthquake is or an explosion. And the reports are saying that this thing was like peeled because it's encased in concrete, the pipeline is. More like something got hold of it and drug it off. It's very possible. All right. Yeah, I believe it was about 60 meters down in the water. So relatively shallow, but not that shallow either. 60 meters is still a lot. All right. With this, guys, there will be natural gas issues in Europe. Finland's going to have a problem with it. Estonia has backups and things like that. They're saying that it won't be too big of a deal, but guys, if you've seen the prices of fuel jump up, especially with Israel and Hamas attack, jumped up like overnight. This is going to keep jumping up. Fuel, heat and oil, all that stuff, it's going to continue to rise. Fact is, we have inflation issues across the globe. It's not just here in America. We have wartime scenarios going nonstop. Some of these are major conflicts going off. Some of these are just, they're right on the cusp of going to war. It affects economy. It affects supply chain. It's going to affect us all. Right fast, guys, I want to give a shout out to one of our sponsors. This is for Patriots. They provide long-term food storage meals. This is the 72-hour kit. It comes with a certain amount of food in here. These are the sample packs, basically what it is. Freaking awesome. But guys, they have all kind of stuff. They actually do have meats. They also have black bean burger mix. This is for those that don't like meat. When you're hungry and you don't have food put back, yeah, it'd be nice to have food put back for your family. It's here San Antonio's best for black beans. They have all kind of foods that you can actually enjoy. I've done many videos on testing these things out on camping trips, and freaking awesome food. So guys, if you're interested in it, definitely check out the links below. Let's get back to the video. So there's some pop-ups here for you guys. Finland suspects gas line sabotage. Yeah. Baltic Sea pipeline leak detected on Sunday. European gas price jumped up as much as 13%. Yeah, just on the fears of it. NATO members increasingly monitoring of energy assets. So, Finland is part of NATO. And the push that they're saying from NATO is that if they can prove that this was sabotage, a deliberate attack against these pipelines, because it's infrastructure, telecommunication, and there's two lines, all right, not just a pipeline, there's also a telecommunication line that was took out. Here should be a pop-up there for you. So this is coming from Estonia into Finland. Little dotted stuff right there is the pipeline. right there in the water. That's the breach right there. Now, as you can see, Russia's nearby. Was it an accident? A little too low with subs? Possible. Or then again, could they have been using some type of grappling dragging tool and intentionally damage this stuff? That's possible too. But it's pure speculation. One of the things I want to talk about is something that came across, is this right here. Misinformation on Israel-Hamas war spreading across social media. I'm seeing a big push against YouTubers, Twitters, Instagrams, social media. You know, us common folk that no longer trusts media. They're going against information that we have and what we're presented. Now, I personally have attacked stories, not people, stories that have come over from Twitter and stuff like that, doing my research on it when people are posting old videos, posting old footage, fake footage, just like the direct energy weapons, you know, those footage that, you know, they were shooting Maui with it. And then I was able to prove, actually digging around, they took the SpaceX launch and doctored it to make it look like it was been attacking, weapons were attacking Hawaii. Yeah, there should be a pop-up video for you guys on that. Misinformation, whatever it is that they need to push their own agenda. Stuff like that needs to be addressed, absolutely. But I'm afraid with this, should be another pop-up here. Let me find it. Yeah, right there it is. Fake and real documents. Doctored documents of presidential information, memorandum of delegation of authority, under Section Foreign Assets Act. This thing here is where people are running with the president is allotting $8 million to Ukraine, hiding it. Well, that's actually a fake document. The real document says $4 million. But people grab the documents, twist it around what they want to for their own agenda, and publish it. Now, with that being said, do I believe that our government's funneling more money to Ukraine? Yeah, I do. Of course I do. But without factual proof, stories don't need to be pushed. Because it's all hearsay and make-believe, la-la land. You have to have facts before you sit there and say, well, I know for a fact. Where's your evidence? Just because you believe in something so strongly does not make it a fact. People need to understand that. This over here is the color black. That's a fact. This right here is a hot cup of coffee. And it's good. That's a fact. Theorizing and spreading fear without anything backing it up is not facts. Now, you could be correct, absolutely. But without facts backing something up, all it is your imagination and your own theories. You're grabbing and grasping at whatever you can to pull together and say, all right, guys, you don't understand. Russia's obviously attacking everybody. That's a possibility. There's a lot of weird things going on, but it doesn't make it actual facts. I just want to make sure I get that out there for everybody. Now, with all that being said, my recommendation is that you need to be preparing and preparing hard. Don't be playing around. We can see what's going on. And just because I don't have facts on something does not mean I don't prepare. I look at situations, I look at information, and then I put it all together and figure out what it is I need to do with my preparedness level or direct it in a different way. Doesn't mean I am factual on this. I don't know when or if a nuclear bomb's going to drop. All I know is that certain countries have the capabilities of it, and we're enemies. So as a prepper, I try to prepare for things. Just like I know that we have massive hurricanes, so I prepare for it. Now, do I know when the next hurricane is going to happen? No. Or will it make landfall? in my area? No, I don't know that. But what I can do is take all the information and say, hey, the probability of this thing happening can happen. So as a prepper, I try to prepare for it. But these stories that run on facts and they're doctored information, if it was fact, you wouldn't need to doctor up your shit. Okay? We need to be preparing. We can see what's going on. Doesn't mean factual that we're actually going to be attacked here in America. As a prepper, I want to be prepared for that. We do know there are sleeper cells here in America. That has been proven. But I don't know where they're going to pop off or if they'll be activated. Don't know. So, I will recommend these larger cities, guys, you definitely need to be prepared and stay very vigilant. The diversity of religion in support of Hamas versus Israel, turns out we've got a lot of that here in the States. Now, there's going to be people typing in Israel this and Israel that, Hamas this, Palestine this. I don't care. I have no control over what country does what. Every country has their hands dirty at some point in time in something. You just have your own belief on something, and that's what you're running with, and you're entitled to. But when I see the comments, Israel deserved their attack. So you're telling me citizens, innocents, women, children, deserved to perish ruthlessly without cause because you're upset with Israel, their government. You know, I had somebody leave a comment about, I don't remember who it was. They were really upset that the Israel soldiers were filmed. They had strip searched some Palestine women after this attack. You're damn right they did. They're in the middle of a war. These people strap on S-vests all the damn time. It doesn't matter if it's a woman or a child. They don't know what they're walking into. Because the history of it, they got kids strapped up with an S-vest. If you don't know what an S-vest is, that is loaded down with explosives. During Afghanistan, there were women picking up grenades and throwing at U.S. troops. Yeah. Sitting here in the States debating on what another military does is complete stupidity. Reason being, because you're not living in that area that they live at, where is constantly conflict is going on. And that's facts. So, it's best to keep your emotions and your, well, would say morality, but it's not. You just get hung up on stuff. People get hung up on stuff all the time. Check yourself first. Sorry guys, I get revved up sometimes. Anyway guys, I want you to be preparing as much as possible. We do not know what's coming around the corner. We can look at things all day long and we can see that something major is en route, but we don't know exactly what it is. Now, there's thousands of theories out there, and when the event happens, one of them will be correct. But if you're spilling out 19 different theories of what happens and hope to God that one grasps, doesn't mean that you're an expert. Doesn't mean you are correct on things. It just means that you are talking your ideas out, along with 19 other ones about alien invasion and all that other stuff. But those fizzled out, but that one did take hold of. Don't prep out of fear. Prep out of necessity. You can see what's going on. All right, guys. Speak to y'all later.